Hey guys, I'm Kyle, and today I'm going to show you all the books I got in September! The first book I'm going to show you is The Blackthorn Key by Kevin Sands. This book follows a main character called Christopher Rowe, and he is an apothecary. I believe he's an apothecary. I have not read this book yet, but there in the book there are a series of murders that come along Christopher's ways, and apparently he has to solve a bunch of puzzles and decipher a bunch of codes to find out some kind of key that is a secret to destroying the world. And it's really intriguing, and I'm going to give this book a chance and read it. So that's number one. Second book I'm going to show you is Rogue by Mark Frost. This book belongs in a trilogy. It is the third book. I have not started the series yet, and I do not know what this book is about. And even if I did read the first two books, I wouldn't tell you too much about it, because I wouldn't want to spoil you. So I'm gonna get the try and read this as fast as possible, the first two books, and then get this one, and then I'm gonna do a book talk on it. Okay, that's number two. The third book I want to show you is Everything by Nicola Yoon. This book is rather popular, so I'm sure that you've heard of it before. But it's about this girl, a teenage girl who is 17 years old, and she's allergic to everything. And apparently this disease is real. It's a real-life disease. Let me look it up. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, so the disease is called severe combined immunodeficiency disease. It's also called bubble disease. It's basically a disease where you have a disorder that you lack white T cells or something, or B cells, T cells and B cells, and you're allergic to everything. And this main character has the disease. And she's been stuck inside her house for 17 years, and the only people that she sees is her mom and her nurse. And then suddenly, someone moves next to her, a boy, and she loves him. I don't know if it's at first sight or anything, but she falls in love. And it's very interesting, and I heard that it's dark and funny, and it's like, not what I expect. There's supposed to be some kind of ending that you'd never expect seeing coming, and I'm very looking forward to reading this book. So this is number 3. Okay, number 4, Alive by Chandler Baker. This book follows a main character called Stella, who has been waiting on the heart transplant list for years. Finally she gets a heart transplant, and she sees that her heart is like evil. It's making her hallucinate and go crazy, and it's nothing what she expected. And I heard this book was such dark and such enjoyable book. I can't wait to read this one either. And she experiences some weird things you wouldn't really experience, and they say that her heart is taking her to darker places and everything. And then she meets this new boy that's called Levy. I think that's his name, Levy. And she is immediately attached to Levy. She feels like it's his soulmate. And they're saying in the front cover of the book that it's her heart that is dragging him to Levy. And like, what does it say? Stella's convinced that Levy is her soulmate. Why else would she literally ache for him when they are apart? After all, the heart never lies. Does it? Question mark. So it's very mysterious. It's a very dark book. I heard very many things about it, and I can't wait to read it. This is the fourth book. Okay, number 5. The Golden Compass Anniversary Edition. This is what it looks like. Yep, like this one. So I'm not gonna say much about this because I really want to read this book. I have so many. I'm sure a lot of you know what this is about. I've heard so many great things about this. I don't want to know anything. I just want to start the page and just read through it, because I've heard so many good things and so many people telling me to just go in. Don't even read the front flap. Just go in and you'll just love it. And I got it, especially the anniversary edition. I think it just came out. When did this come out? This came out someday. Whatever. And yeah, if you guys really like this book, tell me to read this as fast as possible, or else I'll read the other books first. But yeah, if you guys want me to review this book, yeah, just send me a note in the bottom to tell me to read this one first, and I'll read it, and I'll make a review, and then we'll discuss this together. I really hope I like this. So this is number 5. Alright, so I read books that most people don't see on BookTube. I read like philosophical and business books, a lot of business and philosophicals, and one of those books I'm going to show you now is called On the Shortness of Life. This one happens to be a philosophical book, and it's by Seneca. This book is basically it just, here, get a better look at it. It's only very small, like 100 pages. Tiny, tiny book. It's about, how many people waste their life and they complain how life is so short. And this book tells you that if you take a stop by and just stop what you're doing, stop watching TV, stop doing this, watching all this junk everywhere and playing all these games, and you start doing something productive, and at the end of your life you'll be happy with what you have done. You would be satisfied that you lived a long life instead of just... And it also points out that when you do reach your almost ending point when you die, that you start to realize that you wasted your life and now you want to do work but you can't. So it's saying to stop whatever you're doing and do the work that you want to do. Do everything that you're ambitious about, because you're not going to have another chance to do it. And it's just great. Really want to read about this. And if you guys want me to make a review about this, I absolutely will. Just comment below and I'll do it. Absolutely will. But you guys should definitely read it. It's a quick read and it has a lot of lessons that are really important. So you should definitely read it. It's called On the Shortness of Life by Seneca, once again. So that's book number 6. Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. Okay. I am highly anticipating this book. I was highly anticipating this book and I finally got it. One thing I did not expect is that it's black. Black pages. Creates some like ominous scene to it. But whenever you touch the black stuff, it gets all over your fingers. I don't like that, but it's really cool. It has a rough feeling to it. Very highly anticipating this book. So this book is about a main character named Kazbrecker. Yeah, I knew that. Kazbrecker. And he groups up with a bunch of other guys and he performs this one impossible heist. And I'm really looking forward to reading this book. This book is set in the world of Grisha. I have not read her first 3 books yet. I have the Grisha trilogy. I have the second and third one. I did not get the first one yet. I was going to get the first one and then it never came, so I have to get it again. But I'm going to read this book and then I'm going to read the Grisha trilogies and I'll make a review on those too. But very excited to read this. Very excited to make a review on it. This is book number 6. I heard nothing on it. It just came out. But I'm really expecting some great stuff out of this, based on her other books reviews. So, yeah, Six of Crows. Okay, now I'm going to start the section on the books I have read. Yeah, okay. Okay, one thing I want to point out to you guys that I'm doing differently with my book hauls. So, every month I'm going to make a new book haul. If you guys want to share with me your book hauls, take a picture of all your books, or a picture with you with your books, like what you call those things, selfies with your selfie sticks, and I will put them at the end of my book hauls, and maybe we can talk about your photo. Maybe you have a really special edition book that you want to show everyone. You can show me and I can tell everyone, because it could be really cool. So guys, just send me your pictures of your book hauls and I'll put them on my videos if you guys want. Okay. Alright, so let's start with the first book that I have read. This is Cove, Storm of Lightning. Let me just tell you something about the series. This series is absolutely amazing. It is so worthy. It is on my favorite bookshelf. There's Harry Potter there, City of Bones. I have not read City of Bones yet, but it just happened to fit there so conveniently, so I just stuck it up there. But anyway, here is Throne of Glass, and you guys know how much I love Throne of Glass, and then Cove. Cove series is amazing. If you have not picked this book series up, you have to pick it up immediately. It is amazing, super duper good. You will not regret it. It's so good. It's literally every single page, it's a page turner. It's like, it makes you comfortable while you're reading it and anxious, and it's just so good. Oh man. I read all 4 books in less than 3 days. All 4 of these books I read in less than 3 days. They were just so amazing. They were so good. I didn't even make myself stop so I can enjoy it over a long period of time. I just read right through them. And I read all night, and they were just amazing. They were really good, and you have to pick up a copy of this book if you have not already. They are amazing. This book is in the 5th. This is the 5th book in the series. It was very interesting. If you guys know, there was no action. Well, there was action, but not enough that you wanted to. People say that this book had nothing to it. It was just a book to meet his deadline, and that's not true. It's not true at all. We have important things go on in this book. It was not slow. It was very good. It was just, this series is so good. But people say bad comments about that, do not listen to those comments. It was good. You have to, when you're reading a book, you should just pass away all the comments and read the book for what it is. And it's amazing. Let me tell you what the series is about. Should I? No, you should go into it blind. It's so good, you have to read it. Okay, I'll tell you anyway. It's about this, we follow a main character, Michael Vey. Michael Vey has electric powers. He meets a bunch of other kids who also have electric powers, and then there's this whole action stuff and pain stuff and agony and happy and laughing, and it's just so good, just read it, okay? Read it, and then I'm gonna make a book talk for all these books. I just finished this one. I'm gonna start making a book talk for these. It might be a while until I make them, because I'm gonna reread them and then make a book talk. But yeah, they were amazing, and you absolutely have to get your hands on these copies as soon as possible. They are just so good. So yeah, this one was one of the books that I already read. Okay. Next book, Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas. I already made a book talk on this one. This one was just so good. It was so good. This is the 4th book in the series, and if you're not including the Assassin's Blade, which is this one. This has all the novellas. But yeah, this is the 4th book in the series. And I'm not going to say anything about it. I know a lot of you know a lot about this series. And if you have not read this yet, you absolutely have to read it. It's amazing. If you ever had to read any other books again, you would pick Harry Potter, of course, Throne of Glass series, and the Michael Vey series. You just can't get enough from these books. You just want more and more, and it's satisfying to read all these series. You have to pick this one up. You have to pick up Michael Vey. Yes, I already read this. I already made a book talk on it. I'm not going to say anything about this. I don't want to spoil anyone. And if you have not read the series, do not watch the book talk. Read all the books and then go on the book talk. Okay? Next series. Next book. Alright. The Iron Trial by Holly Black and Cassandra Clare. This book was really, really good. It was amazing. It had a lot of packed surprises in there. I did not see a few things coming. Like, there were some things that made you just close the book, drop on the floor, and like roll around or something, or just draw open, or made you gasp in front of class, in front of everyone, and everyone started staring at you. But yeah, it was really good. Really, really good book. This book follows the main character, Callum Hunt. Callum Hunt has a secret he does not even know about. He gets inside, well, I don't want to spoil anything for you. I don't know what to say. I'm going to make a book talk on this, and you're going to read this book, and then you're going to watch this book. You will not regret reading this book. This book is very good. I just got the 2nd one. I'm going to definitely make a book talk on this very soon. This series is going to be a 5-book series. The names are already all there. If you want to go look on Goodreads, name of the books, all 5 books. I have read the 2nd book. I'm reading the 2nd book right now. I'm going to show you that one next. But anyway, very good series. It was very good. This is the first book I read with collaboration, and very surprising. I did not know who was writing what. They wrote this very nicely. I felt like it was one author the whole time, very nicely. The story went along very nicely. It was quick paced. I finished this very quickly. It's very good. You should really read this. On with the next one. Okay, this one is The Copper Gauntlet by Holly Black and Cassandra Clare. I just showed you the Iron Trial. This is the 2nd book. I'm not going to tell you anything about it. I have not started it. I will start it soon. I'm definitely going to make a book talk on the Iron Trial. So I also got this one. Okay, now I'm going to show you all the special books I got in the month of September. Once again, if you guys have any really special books, like signed books or limited edition books, just send a picture and I'll post them at the end of the videos. Yeah, people like seeing what you guys' books, and you would especially really like seeing your own book at the end of the video. So I'm going to make a Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter account, and just send... I'm going to post my Facebook name, my Twitter name, and my Instagram name in the comments below, and then just send your pictures to there. Send it to the username, okay? And then I'll post them at the end of my next video. Or my next book haul. But yeah, let's move on to the next book. Special edition, by the way. This is Ernest Cline. This is not Ernest Cline. This is Armada by Ernest Cline. A lot of you know who Ernest Cline is. He wrote Player Ready 1. Ready Player One. I can't. Not today. And this book is signed by Ernest Cline. And it's first edition. Signature. That's that. First edition. It is also first edition. First edition. First edition book. Yeah. First edition book. If any of you also have this book, tell me below, because I'm going to make a book talk on this, and then we're going to discuss it together. I have not read Ready Player One yet, but I will, and I'll make a book talk on that. I really want to read one of his books. I know his books are really great, but yeah. This book is about, I don't know, I'm not going to know, I'm going to go into it knowing enough book that is special, and my last book of the September book haul. Furiously Happy by Jenny Lawson. Okay. This book, let's just discuss. This book is a special edition. This is not a sticker. It is etched inside of the book cover. It is a first edition, limited signed first edition. Yes, I got these books for my birthday. The Armada one and this one. So yeah. This book is supposed to be hilarious. It has blurbs from Neil Gaiman. It has blurbs from Ali Brosh, who is the author of Hyperbole and a Half. If you know who that is, I'm sure you would like this book because she said this book was so funny. I'll read it. Jenny made me laugh so hard I feared for my safety. Okay? That sounds good so far. I think that's how she was able to get past my defenses and make me look more okay about myself. So this book is supposed to be about personal experiences, and they're about really bad personal experiences, and when you read them and you laugh at them, they're going to make you feel bad because you're not supposed to be laughing at the things, but they're so funny. And Neil Gaiman and Christopher Moore and Brene Brown and Augustine Burroughs also blurbed this book. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to read this book, and if you guys want me to make a book talk about it, comment below, comment on my Facebook, Instagram, Twitter thing. Yeah. So this was my September book haul. If you guys liked it, please put a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Hit that big red subscribe button down below. And please send me in your pictures, and then you can see them at the end of my videos, which I'm sure is very exciting. I would love if someone just put my book hauls at the end of their videos. So yeah, if you like my book hauls, I'll make more book hauls. Definitely going to make some more book talks soon. If you guys want to see me make any videos, just comment below which ones and I'll make them. Yeah. Well, thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Please stay tuned. Yeah. Do you guys see my hat? Guess what it says? It says my name on it. What? My name. Okay. See you. Have a good day. Goodbye.